Yo, what is up, everybody? And today we are back on the channel with our Madden 26 Titans CFM League franchise game mode, whatever you want to call it. And today we are in the divisional round to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And last week we came off an amazing playoff win. Got a nice little 49-29 dub against the Broncos. Kyer Elam really sealed the deal for us. I mean, at that point, the Broncos were kind of out of it. But like I said, Kyer Elam, he got that little pick on the 2 yard line. Shoot. I ain't want to give any Seahawks fan any PTSD there, but he got that little pick to end the game off, and then Quez Watkins with his little dash to get that final first down and put the nail in the coffin. But like other than that, this week we got a nice little quiet game against us. Really, if you guys remember from last video, I said I didn't really like know the Ravens like that. I mean, obviously coming into a Madden CFM, it's like a team that's the Ravens, they're probably gonna get that. They're probably gonna make the playoffs, but like I feel like for us, the Ravens were like a quiet, sneaky team. They didn't really make any moves. Their record's not really outstanding. Like it's not like how can I say it? Like it's not like amazing. They're 11-6. I believe they won their they won their division. 11-6. They won their division. And it's not like they made any like trade moves over the season. It's just a pretty normal season for them. They don't really have any stat leaders, and I'm pretty sure even like their wild card win that wasn't like a crazy win either. It's just some like normal stuff. So I like coming into this game. Obviously, I don't know what to expect other than the 10 X factors and superstars that they have on their team. I mean, they have. Let's look at that. That's 3 on defense and 2 on offense. So I guess that's the one thing I should expect to be a little unbalanced matchup coming into this one. We don't really have any superstars. All we have is Jeffrey Simmons, who is amazing. I will say that he 96 overall super or not superstar X Factor. 96 overall X Factor, and then we got Jonathan Greenard, our little edge rusher. He doesn't get back there a lot, but you know he has the pressure. He definitely gets in there. So, well, look at this. We have a nice little night game to start off the second week of the NFL playoffs as we are underway. Tyler Lue here to kick it off to our quarterback, Marcus Harris, who's going to return it from the right side. Trying to look to the left side. He gets absolutely blown up there by, I believe that was Owens. Now from the 22-yard line. Wait for it. I didn't get it off in time as Tony Pollard takes it on first and 10, and he is absolutely boomstick by Caleb Farley. Farley said none of that. And Tony Pollard know what's up as on second and 6 there was a little pressure there, but we get it to Okonkwo, who has himself a first down and a little bit more now at the 40-yard line. Play clock winding down. Cam Ward finding his tight end again, Okonkwo. And Okonkwo, that's our dude. Like, I mean, for a tight end, for a tight end, he has been like extra involved in the game plan as Tony Pollard makes 1 million miss. Now Tony Pollard in some space. Calvin Ridley is standing around doing nothing, as I believe that was Marlon Humphrey who eventually had the tackle there. But my God, come on, Calvin Ridley, we gotta throw a block as Okonkwo makes a juke move back inside, and then he gets a little bit blown up by one of the Ravens superstars making his first play. That is, I forgot his name. Trenton Simpson, as we looked for Kimura DK up that seam. He could not come down with it a little bit too high. Now on second and 10 from the 12-yard line, out of the pistol, we hand it off to Tony Pollard, who fights back to the left side. He breaks one tackle, but swarm of Ravens already on top of him. Now third and 7. A little bit of a condensed gun formation. Cam Ward dropping back to the pass. Everybody's locked up, trying to find something. Now backing up, just throwing it out of bounds. And with that, we will force Joey Slye to come on the field and take an easy field goal that's going to be up and good. And he's still perfect. Perfect in the playoffs, obviously. I'm still mad about that. We really missed one field goal with Joey Slye. And if you guys didn't know, the Madden awards are usually locked in by the playoffs. So usually once you get to the playoffs, they can't get any better as Cedric Gray gets a sack on Lamar Jackson on the first play of the game. But like I was saying, I believe that missed field goal with Joey Slye and week 18 from like 60 yards out made it so Joey Sly will not win kicker of the year. It will actually be Cameron Dicker. And the reason for that is Mark Andrews has a first down and a little bit more is Cameron Dicker's stats are absolutely like out of this world. And the reason for that is because the Chargers scored the most touchdowns in the league as Lamar Jackson on the play action gets boomsticks, but he holds on to the ball. But the Chargers actually, at first I know it was the Patriots, but the Chargers by the end of the year had like the most touchdowns in the league by at least like 10 to 15. So Cameron Dicker ended up he ended up kicking like I don't even know what it was. I think he kicked like darn near 60. Oh, sorry about that. He kicked like 60 PATs and then he had another 30 field goals. So it was like insane as Lamar Jackson takes it on that RPO read option and he is in for the touchdown. The Ravens take a 7-3 lead. And it's weird. I feel like he's copying me. He's copying me. Like the past two users in the playoffs are copying me. Nobody takes it on that read option off the RPO but me. But as soon as I started doing it, everybody else started doing it. Now, like I said, I don't know what the Ravens did before this, as Tony Pollard gets absolutely there was no chance for him. I don't know what the Ravens game plan was like before this game, but I know for sure he was not running those RPO read options. I was the one to start that. I will be the one to finish it. I don't. That was a little bit ominous. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's 3rd and 10. Cam Ward, no chance whatsoever. The Ravens drew up a stunt play, and Cam Ward, he took that hit bad. I mean, I don't know what our O line was doing, but that stunt obviously it cooked them. It absolutely turkey fried them. And turkey fried Cam Ward. We cannot have him taking those type of sacks as the first quarter is up and done with the Ravens. A 7-3 lead now at the 40-yard line, handing it off to Derrick Henry on the RPO who tries to fight his way back inside, but he is tackled by not Amani Hooker. Chiadobe Awuzie is now on 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry's going to get himself a first down on a little bit extra yards, spinning around trying to get some extra yards. That was a little bit of a tongue twister for no reason. As now 1st and 10, Derrick Henry trying to fight his way to the outside. But I believe that is actually Amani Hooker this time. Amani Hooker says none of that. Lost a 3 on the play now from the 50-yard line. Lamar Jackson dropping back to pass. Going over the middle for Mark Andrews, who has himself a first down. Gets a little bit of a block from Zay Flowers, and he has himself some extra yards. He is almost at 100 yards. 2 catches for 62 yards. Absolutely insane. Now he has another catch, his third of the day. Now at about 75. Ravens at the 13-yard line. Now we need to stop in big time. We cannot let them score another touchdown off the play action. Lamar going outside for Matthew Golden, who gets a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 from the 8-yard line. Play clock under 10. Lamar Jackson hitting it off to Derrick Henry on the RPO again, and Jeffrey Simmons tackles him forward for an extra 3 yards. Now 3rd and 1, same formation. Lamar Jackson looking to pass this time, and it's Mark Andrews who's in for the touchdown, hitting him a little gritty. And Amani Hooker looked like he probably could have stopped him, but I guess he just had a weird angle and he was not prepared to die for that one. As Tyler Loop is going to kick it out of bounds this time, not giving Marcus Harris a chance to even think about returning it. Now 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Cam Ward drop it back to pass on the first play, going outside for Kimari Dike. Kimari Dike has some space. One man to beat. He breaks a tackle now. Kimari Dike. It's an open field and he will be gone for a touchdown. And just like that, the Titans are back within 4. And I don't think Kimray Dike had that type of body to be breaking tackles like that. But look, all the surprises come out in the playoffs. That's when everybody wants to show up big. Tajay Spears last week. Now maybe Kimray Dike this week is on 1st and 10. The Titans dialing up a blitz, and it's Zay Flowers cooking Chiadobe Awuzie over the top, and he hits a little acrobatics, and the Ravens said, you will have to try to get back into this game a different day. Hey, bring it back to an 11-point lead in one play, just like the Titans reduced it. Marcus Harris now having a chance to return it, working his way up the right sideline, tiptoed out of bounds after the missed tackle from the Ravens. The Titans will start it off 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Cam Ward going outside for Tony Pollard, who brought the ball down, and he gets himself about a 13-yard gain. Now from about midfield, still in the gun. Ravens draw up another stunt, but it does not get home. This time, Cam Ward goes over the middle. Not much to go for there. Only a 1 yard gain. 2nd and 9. We hand it off to Tony Pollard, who had no chance once again. Devontae Wyatt absolutely cooked our offensive line. Now 3rd and 12. Cam Ward trying to go deep for Calvin Ridley, who might have had a step, but that pressure is no joke. And the Ravens defense, stout and Madden, just how they're stout in real life. And we really need to stop here. We cannot let this go 28-10 before halftime. As 1st and 10, Ravens go RPO for Jay Flowers, who gets stopped early by Cody Barton. Now 2nd and 6 from the 5 wide Titans formation. A little bit messed up. Lamar Jackson going over the middle for Devontae Walker, who get himself a first down, and the ball came out, but because he was obviously down before that. Now on 1st and 10, a man in motion for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson just keeping it short over the middle for Walker again, who has some extra space, and then he gets blown up by Amani Hooker after that. The Ravens in no huddle now, trying to preserve all the timeouts they can, still about in a little bit of the same formation. Lamar Jackson making some adjustments to the play, got some hand signals behind his back, dropping back to pass. Lamar Jackson going over the middle for Devontae Walker again, but he could not hang on to it through the contact. Now 2nd and 10, handing it off to Derrick Henry, who fights back inside, but he fought back into a cut stick from Amani Hooker, who is making his name known in this divisional round. Now 3rd and 8, under a minute on the clock. Ravens looking for a first down, going over the middle, and Zay Flowers makes a diving grab for the ball. And that was, man, oh man, that was an amazing catch. Keeps the Ravens drive in it. They need a little bit more yardage for a Tyler Lute field goal, and they will get more than that with Matthew Golden on the RPO, who's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Ravens now have a 28-10 lead with 34 seconds left in the half, and it is not looking good for our Titans. We are figuring out quickly why this was supposed to be a rebuild year, as Quez Watkins is trying to change that right now. Quez Watkins will take it past midfield and into Joey Sly field goal range already. As now Cam Ward on 1st and 10, getting it underneath to Okonkwo. Now definitely in Joey Sly's field goal range, gets to the 31-yard line, 22 seconds left. Still in this little gun formation, obviously looking to pass. Cam Ward going underneath for Tony Pollard, who has some space, and he's just going to take it out of bounds. Ravens defender tried to stop him, did not get there in time. Now in the red zone, looking for a touchdown. Cam Ward running out of time, tries to get it over the middle to DK, but he throws it too high, forcing the force out. Now looking to pass it again, 2nd and 10, going underneath for Calvin Ridley, who tries to get out of bounds but cannot get there. Gets a 5-yard gain. Titans call their first timeout, 7 seconds left. Obviously dropping back to pass once again. Cam Ward running out of time, going for Tony Pollard, and it's picked off by Roquan Smith. And just like that, no points when we needed them. And now the Ravens get one more play, time to just dial up a deep ball, and they go over the middle, but Lamar Jackson underthrew that and probably wouldn't even got to the end zone if. And just like that, we don't even get the ball after half. We are down 28-10. This game is getting ugly, and it can get even uglier if we do not get a stop this drive. And it looks like the Ravens know that too, as they start off from the single back formation, going over the middle, and it's picked off by Cody Barton. And that's just what we needed. Cody Barton trying to work his way to the sideline. Ravens offensive line in the way, and he goes out at the 37-yard line now on 1st and 10, handing it off to Tony Pollard, who just like the rest of the night has not had anywhere to go. 2nd and 11, a man in motion for the Titans, going underneath for Alec Onyemeyer, who has the grab and a 7-yard gain now from the 30-yard line. Play clock under 10 on the RPO, going underneath for Calvin Ridley. Ball was thrown a little bit high, but not high enough to prevent the first down. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Cam Ward dropping back to pass, obviously trying to go underneath for Okonkwo, but Roquan Smith is there to force it out with the help of another Ravens defender. 2nd and 10, Ravens dialing up the blitz, but Cam Ward just gets it off to Okonkwo, who's trying to fight for the extra yards, but Kyle Hamilton denies him. Now 3rd and 1, handing the ball off the middle, and oh my God, One of our offensive line got in the way of a Tony Pollard first down. Now 4th and 2, going for it again. Cam Ward has it on the read option, trying to run his way into the end zone, but cannot escape there. 1st and goal from the 6 yard line. We really need a touchdown. Cam Ward under pressure. Ravens dialing up a stunt blitz again, and it is just not working for us. Now 2nd and goal, 5 wide. Cam Ward dropping back to the pass, rolling out of the pocket immediately, looking for somebody. Anybody just going to have to throw it away as the icons disappear, and that's one of our linemen injured. We cannot have that right now. 3rd and goal, dialing up another stunt, but the Titans dial up the screen pass, and Roquan Smith is having none of that. A 0 yard gain, and we are easily back in the field goal range with Joey Sly. He will have one up and good, and that was Dan Moore who was down on the play, but just a bruised rib. He'll probably be back next drive. Put some ice on him on the sideline. Definitely put some ice on him. We need him the next drive if we want a chance of being back into this game, because the Ravens D line has been dominant already. As 1st and 10 on to play action. Lamar Jackson going deep for Zay Flowers, who has multiple steps, and Zay Flowers is into the end zone for another Ravens touchdown. Kevin Winston Jr. stood no chance there on the man coverage. And it is now a 21-point game with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. We need something big. It is obviously not impossible. This is 4 minutes left, and we're playing on 9 minute quarters as Tony Pollard makes a man miss. We have time to pull the comeback. We have time to pull it off. We just need to lock in, and it starts now as we're going deep for Quez Watkins, the new acquisition, who hangs on through the contact. 1st and 10 now in the red zone. Titans handing it off to Tony Pollard, who has his first big run of the day. Tony Pollard cuts back inside, but the Ravens user makes a great tackle. Now 1st and goal from the 3 yard line, looking for a touchdown quickly. Cam Ward going over the top for Alec Meyer, who hangs on. Possession, catches it, and just like that, with a Joey Slide PAT up and good, it will be back down to a 15-point game. Now we need that 2 point conversion. That 2 point conversion is big, because if this game, or if this comeback that we're trying to attempt is drawn out, then that 2 point conversion can be a make or break for us, obviously. It can decide whether we lose or win this game, as Devontae Walker breaks a tackle fighting for extra yards, and he is just a yard short of the first down now on 2nd and inches out of the single back off the play action. Lamar Jackson is immediately sacked by, I believe that was Jonathan Greenyard. There was no chance there, as 3rd and 8 going on the RPO to Zay Flowers, who makes a spin move, breaks one tackle, and he gets to 4th and 2, and the Ravens will be going for this. They are obviously allowed to go for this 4th and 2 pass at 35. Is cool. Lamar Jackson dropping back to pass, going underneath for Zay Flowers, and he drops it. And Zay Flowers probably might not even have had a chance to make the first down. There were two Titans defenders there as we're going over the middle for Meyer, but it is broken up. Probably should have high passed that there, honestly. Maybe could have had it, as now 1st and 10. Tony Pollard working his way up the middle, gets a 6 yard gain. And with that, that will be the last play of the third quarter. We ran out of time. We were trying to hike it, but did not get it off. As 3rd and 4, it is almost picked off. But now 4th and 4, the Titans going for it. If we are losing in the fourth, we could go for it, and we go outside for Okonkwo, who has made his name known in the receiving game today. He has been there when we needed him, and he is there again as Cam Ward going over the middle for Alec Anyumar, who is in 2 touchdowns in a row for him. Hit your little dance, because you have now officially brought us back into this game, as there is another flag on the kick. On the PAT, and that is roughing the kicker by Isaiah Bolden, as we tried to low kick it there, force the Ravens return to give him a short field, but it did not work out. As now 1st and 10, Lamar Jackson going to pass it, dotting it over the middle for Matthew Golden, who will escape from Amani Hooker, and he is in to the touchdown. He is into the end zone, and just like that, the Ravens have brought it back up to a 15-point lead. We need those defensive stops, and honestly, that was really my fault. I honestly always stand by this. Tampa 2 has been the worst coverage to ever run, as Quez Watkins trying to escape. I just don't get why people run Tampa 2. It is just such a bad coverage. Now, obviously, if you're on the goal line, I see why you run it, but other than that, it's just not meant to be ran, as Okonkwo gets both feet down. Just barely, and he is helping helping us when we need him. He is there big time as first and 10. Cam Ward going over the middle for Kimari DK. He dots it in. Trenton Simpson did not have a chance at picking it off. Now handing it off to Tony Pollard on first and 10, finding his way through the gaps and holes. And lately he's made his name known. He's not been there the whole game, but he's showing up as Gunnar Helm makes a reception, his first of the game and the first of these playoffs. Everybody's showing up when we need them. Under 6 minutes to go. Cam Ward looking outside and he dots it in to Alec Onyemeyer. Make that a hat trick, three in a row for him. And just like that, it is an 8-point game as Joey Sly is here to kick it away. He is not giving the Ravens any chance at pulling off something that might be even a little bit of an annoyance as Lamar Jackson going over the middle for Hill, and he is hit sticked. He could not even get the first down. Protected his body, risked not getting that first down. Obviously, as Rashad Bateman finally makes his name known in the receiving game as he gets a first down and breaks a couple of tackles. Play clock at 0. Ravens did not get it off in time and now makes that a first and 15 with 4 minutes left. We need a big stop and we need it now as Derrick Henry takes it on the handoff. He breaks a tackle and he's stumbling and mumbling, gets it to second and 9 miraculously. However you want to say it, as Lamar Jackson luckily he bypassed that, or that would have been picked off by Amani Hooker. Now third and 9, obviously dropping back to pass. Lamar Jackson has time now, running out of time. He's going deep for Zay Flowers. Darnell Baker in coverage, and he gets the pick. Lamar Jackson had nothing. He just threw it up there and tried to give his man a chance. It did not work out. Titans starting from the 20-yard line. Tony Pollard trying to make a couple moves did not fool Kyle Hamilton at all. Now from the pistol formation, under 3 minutes to go. Cam Ward going for Kimari DK, who has himself a first down, and he's up to the 39-yard line as he was tackled by Roquan Smith. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Cam Ward obviously looking to pass, going over the middle for Calvin Ridley, and we might have a little bit of time to call another play before the 2-minute warning. Titans running back to line 2-1. He just gets it off in time. Cam Ward going outside off his back foot for Tony Pollard, who just gets it out of bounds. Now 2 minutes left. Ravens looking like they're dialing up a blitz, and they are. Cam Ward rolling out of the pocket. Cam Ward going across the field for Calvin Ridley, who has a step, and Calvin Ridley has brought this game within 2. Now going for the 2. Cam Ward looking for somebody. Ravens locking everybody up, going across his body, and it is incomplete. And we said that earlier, if this comeback gets drawn out, that 2-point conversion is a make or break. And all the Ravens need is just one first down, and they're looking to pass it. And it's almost picked off by Cody Barton. Lamar Jackson does not want to put his hands in the cookie jar going off the RPO. Rashad Bateman gets it for a 5-yard gain. Now 3rd and 5. Titans called their first timeout. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens in the 5-wide formation. Lamar Jackson going for Zay Flowers, who has almost 200 yards on the day, and that might have just ended this game. Or not. Lamar Jackson still looking to pass. He's going deep for Zay Flowers. Oh no, Baker. No, 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 no. That is not what we needed, and it is so ironic. Darnell Baker only got his second interception on the year. Other than that, he has like 13 pass deflections, and he adds onto it on the wrong time. Now 3rd and 11. Lamar Jackson looking to pass it. It's batted up in the air, and it's picked off by Cedric Gray. This is the miracle the Titans wanted. Cedric Gray, he's on a runaway train, but the train is stopping early at the 20-yard line as Mr. OO is injured, but he might be able to call it a day as we got what we needed. Now Tony Pollard cuts it back inside, and he gets the first down. Right 40 seconds off the clock. The Titans can just go for a game-winning field goal now. And the Ravens, they call a timeout. They didn't even wait, and they have just made it where if we just need the ball, we can take it down to wherever we want and kick the field goal. Unless we try to score a touchdown now. The Ravens called the last time out. It's third and goal. Why are the Titans needing the ball? They handed off to Gunnar Helm, who's in for the touchdown. And that was not the smart move. And this is an even not smarter move, as we could just take our field goal. But we don't. And it's picked off by Kyle Hamilton. And Kyle Hamilton has some space. Kyle Hamilton looking to escape from Okonkwo, and it looks like he will until Kimberly DK tries to get him, but Okonkwo gets in his way and he dives. Oh my goodness, that is not what we needed. And all the Ravens need is just a measly field goal to ruin our comeback. First and 10 out of the 5 wide. Lamar Jackson making the adjustments, looking for a game winning drive. Lamar Jackson going outside, and it's picked off by Kevin Winston Jr. And Kevin Winston Jr. ends it for the Ravens. And just like that, the comeback is complete. Music City Miracle Part 2, down 35 to 13 in the second half, and the cheers erupt from Nashville, Tennessee. The fans are happy, the players are happy, the coaches are happy. I'm happy. But for the Ravens, they pulled off an absolute choke job. I mean, that game was theirs and theirs only. Why are you throwing the ball on first and 10 when we have two timeouts? You could have ended it there. But you get the incompletion and you put yourself in an awkward situation. And then that bad up was honestly just the karma. For, I don't know what you want to call it, being cocky. I don't know. You just run that 3 times and you punt the ball. What do we have? Like maybe 15 seconds, 20, 30 seconds to get what? A field goal? And even if you get the extra yards, you have Tyler Loop who can kick the ball from deep if you're lucky. So you could have made it just a 5 point game. We have no timeouts. We have to drive down the field for a touchdown, and you just decide not to do that. I mean, come on. You just wasted the perfect opportunity. But I mean, we will not be complaining. We will take what we can get. It was obviously not the best win. Well, it was an amazing win, but I really want my wins to be decisive. I cannot be giving myself a heart attack like that. And if you guys can tell, like even editing this video, my voice has gotten visibly worse. I don't know how, but I before this video my voice is fine. Now it's like deep in my like, I just can't be stressing myself out like this, even after the game is 2 weeks over. But with that, we are going back to the AFC Championship, or I should say, we are going back to the AFC Championship game. The Titans are going back to the AFC Championship game. It's really ironic that two Music City Miracles took place in the playoffs. And for the AFC Championship, we are playing once again our division rival Jaguars, who I said I was confident in beating if we were that 2 seed, and obviously that did not work out for the Bills nor the Chargers. The Chargers being a team we lost to, and the Jags obviously said if we can do it once, we can do it twice, and they pulled it off twice. And we will have an insane matchup on our hands. But other than that, that's going to be it for me in this video. I hope you guys really did enjoy. My throat did not enjoy. But other than that, peace out. And I will see you guys next time.